Yo, who out there, man, in the YouTube world, man? I need some people to tap, man. With your boy, man. Stuff been going crazy. Going crazy here, baby. It's going crazy. Third world in the building. Spaz money. Spaz money. Or we got the topics, man. The internet is going crazy right now.
Yeah, I've
Internet
been
is
hearing about
going
that shit.
extremely crazy. We got to tap straight in there, waiting for some people to load up in the chat. But you know how you doing, man?
Yeah, I've been chilling for real. Just working, staying in class. You feel me? Working,
Yeah, you dropping
job.
that movie soon. I know you gonna drop that movie soon.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I
So
got a
you
few of
gonna drop
those.
that movie soon. Getting down there. Shout out to Clark University. How it is, man? How the weather in the A, man?
The shit the same for real. Just fucking bipolar shit. One day is hot, one day is raining.
Yeah, yeah, man. But hey, shout out to all the HBCU, Morehouse, Spelman, Clark. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, don't y'all feel some way though, like for the HBCUs, right? One question I do gotta ask, like the big tournament, like the Final Four and shit like that. Do y'all feel like, you know what I'm saying, like some of the HBCUs should be like in them big tournaments and like nationally recognized? You know what I'm saying, on the big stage?
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing that I'm actually pushing for. Um, Clark, we just recently won it all. The SIAC. It's our division. We won it all. We won the championship and all that. And
Hmm.
yeah, I think it is weird. I always thought HBCUs should be looked at in the same breath as these other universities because we all on the same level. But I mean, I know some people, sometimes some HBCUs do make it to the tournament, but it's real hard to do that. You got to already be like a D1 HBCU. So I feel like we should definitely start pushing that narrative way more.
So what are some of the D1 HBCUs?
Shit. What's I think FAMU might be one, but I'm not sure. I don't want to list a lot of wrong ones, but because I know it's one of them. It's about three of them in the back of my head. I can't remember the exact names, but it's a few HBCUs that get down. Because we D2, so it's like if we D2, then it's a few D1 schools, but it's a few. I don't think none made it this year, but it be some years that they be breaking HBCU be breaking in.
I love the HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, man, I wish, they got more TV airplay and more. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, a better way to like do. You know what I mean? Just like more televised. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's some talented athletes down there. Even if the sports that we want to see HBCUs put out there, like football, basketball, and baseball, I wouldn't be mad if more HBCUs was their tracks was track and field was getting out there, their gymnastics. You know what I mean? Even if they had to start at stuff that might not be as big to the culture. You know what I
Right.
mean? But it's still a lot going on, and you know what I'm saying? Like chess. You know what I mean? Got chess clubs there.
Yeah.
A lot of the young videographers and editors. You know what I'm saying? Young attorneys coming out of HBCU. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it ain't all about sports. You get what I'm saying? Even academic wise, you know what I'm saying? I like to see it push more for other cultures to come to HBCU. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just not welcoming just, black kids, you know what I'm saying? It's welcome on all kids. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? That's what I feel. But hey, one thing that's been trending on the internet, I gotta rap to you about because I know you're an internet guy and I know you love some shows. Same shit, I know you watch, younger guy, you put me on some shows and I know you like podcasts and vlogs. So the vlog has been going crazy, man. First one that's really like one of the crazy joints out right now is Charleston White with the Gillie the Kid, constantly disrespecting Gillie the King. Son, how you feel about that?
I don't
It's the
really.
C son.
Yeah. I don't mess with it. And I watched the Back on Fig episode when Charleston White called in and
Yeah, T Rail
T
let him
Rose
have it.
yeah, he addressed them for real, but I saw Charleston White broke it down, and Yeah, I mean, it's certain stuff you can understand, but it's like it's just his approach, whereas though you just can't respect it because you preaching that kill all gang members and all this stuff is wrong, but then you go and talk. You saying what they did to Tuka was wrong, but then you going and doing the same thing. So what are you really teaching? You feel me? The black community, the black youth. If you going and doing the same thing, I understand what's your point. But at the same time, there's certain ways you gotta go about certain things. That's why Martin Luther King went about it the way he went about it. He didn't think to just go bash all the white people heads and take over. He had his approach of how he wanted to go about it. And no matter how many people told him that's not the right approach, peace is not gonna help. He still kept his approach. And Charleston White broke it down like his approach was he was trying to do that, and then he said it wasn't working, so now he wants us to go to ignorance. So you're not even down with your own. You feel me? You can't even stay down with your own mindset. You switching over, and then like what T-Rail was saying, like it's obviously about the money. You feel me? Because you saying like you bought your mother a house, you bought your daughter a car off the lot, you got your daughter an apartment at 16, you did all this, that, and the third. But it's like when is like T. Rail said, when is it going to stop? Like when do you make enough money to stop being so disrespectful? And I watched a video about him like yesterday, and it was saying a lot about like all the run-ins he had in the 600 Breezy, with just random rappers and gang members and all that stuff. It's like how long is you going to risk your life, because it ain't that serious. But I mean, he said he made 5 million off his character, so I mean, I don't know what to say about it.
Um, he was an interview in. I don't agree with 95% of the shit he said, and I'm gonna be 100. You know what I mean? But when he rationalized in certain degrees and certain steps, you know what I mean. I understand. You know what I mean. Just from a guy that's been out here, been through some things, but it's like a lot of contradiction in the speech because I'm like, all right, bro, I get you made it this way, and but why is it always this? Because I was just watching an interview with him today, and he was saying he has no respect for the dead. You get what I'm saying? He said he has no respect for the dead at all. You get what I'm saying? I was like, whoa. He said he'll walk on the tombstone because he was like, well, he respect the living. And he broke it down. And if you're a man of common sense and you're a man of any type of logic, so if something makes sense, it makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So when he broke it down, it was making sense. But I was like, bro, your bad talk outweighs the message you're trying to get through. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, bro, some of the shit you saying is right, and some of the stuff that you kicking it with, what I mean? We can get with it, but bro, how you go so left? You know what I mean? He said he don't know when you supposed to respect the dead. So this is a new interview. People can check it out. I was gonna say cheese. He like, I don't respect the dead. I respect the living. I mean, that's when you look at it like, man, that's why it's called rest in peace. You know what I mean? Just it's over with. But the boy be coming all crazy. And I was like, bro, like he haven't been canceled yet. He's making tons of money doing what he do. I would never take that approach. But in his heart, he feel like he's right. But I just was like, bro, disrespecting somebody dead son, and he was saying, oh, Gillie disrespected him first, and they had a whole war about this and that. But I'm like, bro, you could talk about Gillie or anybody about them, but why bring up they dead people or bring up people that don't have nothing to do with the conversation?
Right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Because nobody's grabbing the pistol and gonna go put in work with the. And he says he's literally 100% aware of what he's saying because he's taking full accountability that he's aware of what he's saying. He wants to say this. He stands by 100% and he takes everything that comes with it. But T-Rail was definitely going in.
Yeah.
100%. T-Rail was definitely going in. T-Rail called him out his name over and over. Smack wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
Smack my guy, he wasn't feeling it. So
Yeah.
I was just like, man, this is tough. You
Yeah.
know
That
what
was
I mean? This is
fire.
absolutely tough. I
That
knew
was
you was
fire.
gonna watch that joint, but was you feeling anything that he was saying, or you was like really feeling more what T-Rail was saying?
Yeah, I was feeling more what T-Rail was saying. But at the same time, I understood his business approach. But it's like, I don't think it's going to lead to no impact. Because like you said, the negativity overshadows the positivity. Because he was talking about, if you look up his name, you gonna see what he really do. But nigga, if you look up your name, all the blogs and stuff gonna pop up first. You got to really dig and dig to go find your research companies and your you know the money that you donate and stuff like that. That ain't gonna be at the top of the list. The top of the list is gonna be TMZ, academics, and all the black media companies that we see. So it's like it just ain't making sense. I think the money blinding them. And T. Rowe was speaking fast, and I heard a lot of people was mad about Smack because he was like, it sounded like he was like kind of meat rotting Charleston White a lot, and I understand that that's your peoples, but he even said fuck T Row dead homies, and him saying fuck T Row dead homies is like him saying F his own, smack T Row. I mean smack dead homies. So it's like you let a man disrespect your dead homies in your face, and you still call them onk, and you still I don't know. Like T Row said, I don't know why you want to be cool with a man like that so bad, but man, I guess he look up to him. I don't know.
I don't. I think I would just because I like Smack and Smack ain't never say nothing crazy. And Smack just say he be feeling what a lot he be saying. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is entitled to have their own opinion. But I mean, that was one of Smack Dream interviews. But I knew he wasn't gonna pop up out there.
Right.
But I thought he was gonna walk in the studio. I did because in the beginning, T-Rail was like, "Man, that man not gonna walk in here." And he was like, "Yo, yeah." And then he came on. I was like, "Oh wow," because you see the thumbnail. It had
Yeah.
him up there. Smack
Right.
had a cool conversation with him, but I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But Meek Mills and Wale.
Meek Mills and Wale. What's that recent issue? Because I know they had beef throughout the
Meek
years.
Mill tweeted out when he first, they first started out. Wale got jumped in DC, and some things happened, and he helped them out.
Right.
And now he's saying that Wale never liked him. So if he knew that Wale really felt that way about him, he would have scratched him. And I'm like, bro, I'm thinking like, bro, because the dude don't mess with you, you know, whatever reason, because that happened when he got jumped over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And y'all ain't been kicking it. It don't have to be a rocket science. Like I said, Meek got a lot going on. You get what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Meek Mill music. I don't know these guys personally. You know what I'm saying? It's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Meek name just been real hot on the internet with a lot of allegations and a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Wale is kind of like a little. It's like Meek come off as the street guy from the heart of Philly. Wale come off as he's the guy that made Flower Bomb. You know what I'm saying? The African guy doesn't come off as a violent guy and the guy that's looking for smoke or a guy that's trying to be hardcore.
Yeah.
And I think he bullying them. And I don't, DC. You know what I'm saying? The vlogs, they was in a tweet war, and Glizzy said something that he want to smoke, leave Wale alone. He want all the smoke. So just per you, how you feel about the Meek Mill? How you feel about that situation? Like, you like Wale? You a fan of Wale or Meek?
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Meek. I feel like a lot of Baltimore, especially guys, and women my age. You feel me? We grew up.
Check on that, bro.
We grew up on Meek Mill. Meek Mill important for the culture. And as I, grew up and chopped it up with a lot of niggas, really got to mess some Philly niggas and shit. I noticed that Baltimore, at least people my age group, we look at Meek and we love Meek. You feel me? A little bit more than Philadelphia. And I feel like in my age group, I've been talking to a lot of niggas from Philly, a lot of my homeboys from Philly. Them niggas don't really talk about Meek how we talk about Meek. Even I was messing with this little broad last year, and she like, I'm like, yeah, Meek did a lot for Philly, didn't he? She like, what Meek do for Philly? I'm like, I don't know. That's what I be hearing. She like, no, he ain't never really do nothing for Philly. So, but I always love Meek and his music. You feel me? He big for the culture. But Wale, I like Wale too. I think you need his type of music. You can't always have the hard type of stuff. Wale is an early pioneer of melody rap, and that's something that took over and is still being big today. But about this situation, Meek Mill, I feel like he just digging himself in a deeper and deeper hole, man. Like like you got all these allegations, they calling you freak mail and all this, that, and third, and you still just going out and you feel me? You still just going out and really messing yourself up. Honestly, I feel like he should clean up his image. And it's really somebody just need to take Twitter, take social media away from him for a few months. You feel me? That's what superstars do when something happen. Like when they say college person lose a big game, they're gonna delete that page into 6 months, 3 months, and come back, and everybody gonna forget because it's always a new topic. It's always a new topic that's gonna pop. I think Meek Mill just need his phone, took phone for a few months, and he'll get it together. But it's Meek, man. He tripping, man. He tripping hard. Meek is tripping hard. I ain't gonna lie. I wish my man Philly was in here to talk about him. He
Yeah,
not. He
Philly,
not
yeah,
Philly.
man. Shout out to Philly.
He,
Shout out to Philly, man. But that's what I was saying, man. I just was like, bruh, when I heard it, it's going crazy all on the internet and stuff like that. But I'm like, you know, if why you so mad if somebody ain't like, because Wale and Meek ain't been on no features in hella years.
right.
That's Iris. They ain't been on no tours together. They ain't been like tweeting and sharing each other music. Meek dropped a couple projects. I don't know why they early on when he, first got out of jail, I seen why they sharing it. They was arguing about that, but it's like it's more shit to worry about than
Yeah.
if a dude rocking out with you like that. You got millions of dollars. You successful. Like I can't be mad at nobody if they don't rock out with me and I'm already made it where dudes is dying out here every day to make it. I'm like, bro, what is the real beefs about, bro? You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a Meek Mill fan. I'm Meek Mill. I've been Meek Mill fan because I used to, listen to him a lot on the radios. I'm a DVD guy. So I seen him early on in the early 2000s making his wave. I thought he did a good thing with the Dream Station movement. I seen him giving out book bags and, toys and stuff to kids and stuff. I see him doing his thing, and now I see lately, people from his team coming out saying certain stuff. The whole thing with the boy Diddy, that's in the making. He yacking with academic. You know what I'm saying? Yacking with Wale. It's like he's yacking with so many people, and I'm like, bro, how do you get into so much beefs or even be entertaining so much shit when your bag right? Like your money right, bro. Like sometimes it's like, bro, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't getting into all of this and doing all this and that. Bro, I ain't paying that no mind. It's like, come on, bro. Like, and then it's like, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I just be tripping off of, just being in this journalist space and doing podcasting and working. I just be like, wow, bro. Some of this shit I don't want to report it, so I just started doing the Raw Dope vlog, kind of report this stuff just to give my own input on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, it was kind of devastating because it's like, bro, when you got money, it's so much property in Philly going for the cheap. Like I'm building, you know what I'm saying? Like dream chasing your brand, like, you know what I mean? Artists out here need to be so much more money and so much stuff to be focused on than to be focused on y'all can, on the internet Twitter or, some a part of me too be thinking it's all scripted. I'll be like, man, what these dudes behind at each other say, let's get the beat pumping up to get some sales going and stuff like that. I don't know, bro. Sometimes I'm confused. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, some of this shit real. Or just some of this shit is dudes all in the background laughing about it and tripping about it and saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying, got my name hot again, or I'm about to come out with something, so I need, that energy in the air. So, because, they say negative promotes positive. You know what I'm saying? The negative shit bring positive money, should I say. So I don't know if it be for that or dudes just talking to talk, man. How you feel about that?
I think for me, I honestly think he's just talking and talk. Like he honestly feels like the only way he's going to get his point across is for him to go at these people. But it's like we saying, like it's not just people that it's random people. You feel me? Or it's people that meet mutually through somebody. It's people that he directly brought up. You feel people that was direct that came up with him. You feel me? Like Quilly or his manager. It's actual guys that was dream chasers or actually people that was, you feel me, in Philly at the same time Meek was in Philly that watched him come up, he watched them come up. Like, you feel me? And they telling you how Meek is, man. It's like if you don't want to believe it, man, it's no choice. Cause that's what all the factors is pointing to. Meek Mill is I can't say he's a fraud or nothing that he ain't, but I don't know. It's like he doing a lot of shit that's pissing people off. And I feel like I said, man, he need his phone took. He needed social media took for a little bit. and that's it. Cause it's just like I just saw yesterday you posting two of the same pictures back to back, and it's like, what's going on? Me, like he loves it. I think he really loves social media. Honestly, I think he really loves it.
So what you think social media can be damaged to today's artists?
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
that's Spaz. That's Spaz right there. Spaz, follow Spaz, Third World, right there. Yeah, that's fam right there. He part of the team, but he got his own brand, Third World Studios, man. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe to his channel. You know what I
For
mean?
sure, for sure.
Nephew, that's my nephew. Shout out to Clark University. So man, what's going on, man? In the music, cause you know, man, you can argue all day about what happened. We can argue all day about music and shit, but man, what's going on, man? Like, what's up with the what's new on the music tip?
Music
No,
really.
let me say this. What are you listening to?
But I'm listening to shit. I'm listening to. I ain't gonna lie. I'm listening to probably. I've been listening to the most Baltimore music that I ever been listening to since I was probably like 12. You feel me? Like the 11 or something when Scooter and Moose was first popping off. Like this, the most I've been really listening to Baltimore music. Honestly, it's like I could feel it's like a certain energy. Like we starting to like I heard also watched your episode. Y'all was talking about do Baltimore got a sound, and like y'all was saying Baltimore don't really got a sound to it like how Chicago got Chicago drill, or you feel me? Milwaukee got its own sound. They got that little dancing certified trapper type sound. We don't got our own sound, but when I'm starting to listen to it, we slowly developing our own sound slowly but surely. And I've listened to a lot of Baltimore music. I feel like our movement is next. Like we ain't get a turn. A lot of people got that turn. Philly got that turn. All that rappers got locked up. You know, Detroit got that turn. That rap was kind of getting burnt out. I feel like it's our time and our music doing real good. The numbers and the sound really good. I'm a critic. I'm not biased about Baltimore music. I've been listening to Young Thug, been my favorite rapper since I was 12, 13. So I've been a big fan of like a lot of other stuff. But the one thing about me, I don't deny good music. Ain't our music is probably some of the best I'm hearing right now. But other than that, I've listened to a lot of Lucky. Like I've been listening to Lucky for like 6 to 9 months. Lucky, an artist from Chicago. I've been listening to a lot of stuff. It's a lot of underground stuff, but mostly Baltimore music. I've been listening to a lot of Philly music, like Lil Bucks, OT7 Quantity Good, Leaf Ward. Well, honestly, I'm still really tapped into the underground scene. I keep trying to find more underground artists, but like people that's not so much underground, like King Carson, Destroy Lonely, he pretty much mainstream now. But like, I've been still listening on that wave. But I've been balancing it with a lot of OTR Chaz, Roddy Racks. I feel like they my top two out the city, even though I love Chaz. He really number one. Chad, I said Chaz Tech. I love Tech. He really number one.
How you feel
But
about NSG? I mean OTR Chaz and what type of artist he coming to be?
yeah, I've been saying it drastically. I was just showing people. Yeah, OT7 Corny is nice, but I was just showing people like his come up like because my first time I told nigga my first time I ever heard Chaz was I was at my man's house and we was just chilling and they played Chaz on ice. It's OTR Chaz on ice. They play that song. I'm like, yo, who the heck is this? Like the song was so good. I'm like, who is this? They're like, yo, this Chaz. You don't know who Chaz is? Ever since then I've been watching his climb, and it's like, dang, I could see it, but it's like you could see it back then, but it's like now it's like okay, it makes sense. You going into like a rock star type of level. Uh, my girl, she from Atlanta, and she like kind of she comparing him to like a Sofago kind of like artist, which I don't completely agree with, but I get what she seeing that he color in his hair. He more so on the melody, like he gonna tell you that he with it, but he not gonna make it be known. Like I feel like Roddy is more the loud mouth, aggressive type of person, whereas though Chaz is more the laid back. And I feel like them niggas is should be brought up together. Every time we talk about one, we should talk about the other because I feel like them niggas gonna push the door down together. That sounds just so good together, and I feel like Roddy really impressed me with his latest tape. It's really start to finish. You could play it start to finish, and it's like is really good. Like people, I just had a presentation in class. I used YG Tech song, and I used a Roddy Rack song. I used YG Tech One and No More, and I used Roddy Racks. I forgot which Roddy Rack song I used. I used the one with him and Tech. Him and Tech. God got a plan for me. I used
Uh-huh.
both of them songs on my project, and it's like I played one. Niggas like, yo, what that song is? This yelling out in class. I played the next one. They're like, yo, I need that song too. At the class, and niggas really pressed me for them songs. I'm like, yo, we really got our foot in the door. We really got a sound that people really gravitate to. It's like they can look past our accent. They can look past the two, the do, the you. We can't hear it, but they can hear it. But they looking past it because that's how good the music is. So I've been listening. I like Chaz. I see how he going up. I like it a lot.
So who you think from Baltimore like gonna go international first?
Uh, I want to say Chaz. I want to say OTR Chaz, but at the same time, NASG Chaz is getting accepted big time. I want to say OTR Chaz. He just signed the 10K. They got artists like Ice Spice and Trippy Red and stuff like that. And they also just signed OT7 Quantity. So I feel like I could see Chaz because I kind of see what a 10K is doing right now, and I feel like they probably gonna push Chaz with Quantity. And Quantity's wave is so hot right now because of his
We talking
marketing.
about OTR Chaz right now.
Yeah, we talking about OTR Chaz. OT, I said either OTR Chaz or NASG Chaz, even though I really feel like it's gonna be OTR Chaz. Roddy the type to sneak in, like he gonna sneak in, and and Tech is just gonna always be up. He gonna always be up to where though his music already charting. If you go to Apple Music, his music hits the charts. Tech gonna always be like that, but I feel like Tech not going he a little older, so he gonna put his foot on the gas for a few more years, and I feel like he's already a businessman. He can see more than he knows more to life than just music. Whereas though Chaz, Roddy, NASG Chaz, 448 Rick, they young, so it's like they can put 10 years really into music, and we could really see that, like you said, somebody to a superstar. I really feel like yeah, it's probably gonna be OTR Chaz because NASG Chaz is versatile. Like bro said, NASG Chaz is versatile, but OTR Chaz is versatile too. Like OTR Chaz is versatile in a different way. Cause he can do more types of styles of music. NASG Chaz is versatile, but I feel like he's getting like I watched Keep It a G documentary about him. That's factual. Like he went from being real raw to now he's learning to become versatile, and he is versatile. He making great type of music, but OTR Chaz is somebody who been versatile for a minute. And NASG Chaz is still young. Like we when I went to Mervo, he went to Mervo during the same time period. So we around the same area. I mean around the same age. So he is still young. He definitely still young.
I feel like to piggyback on what you said, I feel like OTR Chaz is an international artist. I feel like 10K was a good move because of the artists that they put out, and that's the lane that he's going in. So they put those certain artists. I think their best prized possession is Trippy Red. You get what I'm saying? Like he through the moon, and they allow him to be himself. So I think Chaz is in that lane. NASG Chaz is a barsmith. I think when people gotta understand the lingo of his music now, he was rapping from a pain standpoint. He was rapping from a struggle standpoint, which got him hot. Now that he's getting a little older, and they're not real old, they under 25. Now that he's getting a little older, he has been recording more. He's not been locked up. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like he coming home with that barbaric flow. He's seeing a little bit more life. He's taking trips. He's traveling. His music is getting viral. So when you see more things, it up your vision and it up your vocabulary. And I think that's what's happening. And he working with some his visuals look a lot better. The music a lot more crispier for him. And I think whatever he got going, it's tough. So I was like, he got a good team. Whatever he's surrounding himself with is making sense. OTR chance like an international like superstar. I see him getting big as Trippy Red and Uzi Vert and doing stuff like that. I see
Yeah,
NASG chairs getting huge too, but NSG chairs could be brought out on stage by OTR chairs, but their crowds like NSG chairs. He gonna have that dope boy, crowd, a couple dudes he got some songs that had the guys out there with the bippies, OTR chairs, you know what I mean? He bring the but OTR chairs bringing more of the Italian dressing dudes out. They bring in a young crowd out with just different elements because OTR chairs, he got that music to get you in a whole vibe like Future
yeah,
and NSC Chad's got like Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? He's like, if I would have to compare the two, OTR Chad is more the which one NSC Chad is more like the Jeezy. You see, Jeezy made good hits. He wasn't always the dope, so he made it up. So yeah, man, I think that's crazy. And you know what I'm saying? But I think if everything works out the way he go, you never know a marketing plan. I just hope that he didn't sign to the label and he gonna sit. That's just my thing. And uh yeah, that's what I think is like one of those internet. And yeah, OTR Chad's image definitely giving the superstar Jimi Hendrix,
yeah,
Bob Marley, you know what I'm saying, Future, you know what I'm saying, like that. So how you feel about this big three thing and the apology being put out there to J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole apologized to Kendrick and or Kendrick apologized to J. Cole. I'm not sure of that. But this whole how that started.
yeah. J. Cole apologized to Kendrick. It started because it been a big thing. It was well, Kendrick was going at Drake, and Kendrick was going at J. Cole for like almost the entirety that they really been out because Kendrick Lamar came out a few years after Drake. He was kinda now he wasn't under Drake, but he opened up for him a little bit and stuff like that. And they had their back and forth for about 10 years now. The same thing with Kendrick and J. Cole. So basically, what's happening is Drake is trying to tag team with J. Cole to go against Kendrick, but because Kendrick on Future and Metro Boomin new album. If you didn't know, Future and Metro Boomin is beefing with they both beefing with Drake. They beefing with Drake. It's supposed to be over a girl.
Over a girl, right?
Yeah, Drake's supposed to be soft about some girl, and they putting out these albums to confront him basically. So they like, all right, since Kendrick got an issue with him too, Kendrick went on and he did his big verse that was going crazy. You feel me? Especially over the West Coast. They loved it. But he did his big verse, and everybody was expecting. They couldn't wait for Drake to respond. They couldn't wait for J. Cole to respond. But J. Cole's response was pretty cool. He responded and he dropped a little EP, and he responded on a song, a diss track. It was okay, but then he goes and follows that up and apologizes basically, and he like, yo, my mouth, my jaw is open. Hit me with your best punch. I'm ready for it. Like he just really went out soft, and even a lot of his fans is giving up on him and just saying that they don't like that, because this is, hip hop is in a bad place right now. Numbers is down, everything is kind of down, and when we get something exciting with our three big artists, like we want to see something exciting, and he goes and basically says it's fake, like, and I saw a comment. They was basically saying that's like they said just imagine like a wrestler come out and just tell you that, hey, before we go out on this wrestling match, everything is fake. Like they just before the like in WrestleMania, they just stand on the in front of the ring and tell you everything. Hey, everybody, everything that's just gonna go on tonight is fake. Like that's what people saying. This is the comparison of that because it's like we here to see what's up. Like we know hip hop ain't gonna lead to people killing each other no more. Well, you know, not with artists as big as these guys, but it's like why you gotta come out and tell us? Like why you gotta come out and tell us it's all like like you being soft and basically people saying that's not what hip hop is about. We want to see hip hop. Like but J. Cole
Right.
takes the L in this one. J. Cole takes the L in this one. Kendrick Lamar stood down. And honestly, Kendrick Lamar might be the better rapper out of the three.
You think so?
Yeah, probably the better rapper. I don't know because when I as I grew up, Drake was always there. But can remember my first time hearing Kendrick on a CD, and I just kept playing, and I was so young. I just kept playing it because it's the way his aggression and his like his emotion and the way he say stuff and what he talking about. It just hits so deep. And then I remember J. Cole being influential too, but like the most what I remember from J. Cole was Wet Dreams, which is a great song. I kept wanting to replay it over and over before I ever had, sexual intercourse. I just kept wanting to replay it over and over and over. I'm like, what does this song mean? So me looking back at that legacies like that, I would say Drake is the better artist out of the three, and I think Kendrick is probably the better rapper out of all three.
Uh, if it come down to the bars, I think he'll crush Drake straight. I don't think Kendrick. I don't think Drake can stand a chance ball for ball with Kendrick Lamar. I mean, everybody knows that. J. Cole, it'll be a fight,
Yeah,
but it'll be a fight. It'll go to 12. So it's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? But Drake, they can go with all the hits and Drake had a 50-year run and all that. That's cool and all. But Drake just going pound for pound, bar for bar. Drake's a great artist. And that's where I say people get it confused. The difference between Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar is Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole are spitters. Straight up spitters. Drake can spit.
yeah,
Don't get it fucked up. Drake can spit. Drake's a talented artist.
yeah,
But Drake's not a elite spitter. Kendrick and J. Cole are elite spitter.
yeah,
Drake is an elite songwriter. He's an elite studio artist. But far as on the black top, I think he could hang out, but he'd get washed up. That's all I'm saying. I think he could step on the black top with his microphone and hang out, but I think he'd get taken out.
I agree. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I think he'll get taken out. He can't just sit there and go lyric with them dudes. You know what I mean? Drake's a great artist. All of them is great artists, but some artists be spitters because this is what it is. Great artists are the artists that can put the auto tunes on their voice. They can deal with different pianists. They can deal with song people that can sing. They can deal with that. That's what great artists do. Great artists develop greatness.
Yeah,
Spitters can be shaped into artists, but they don't fall too back from where they come from. Spitting, it's like getting a songwriter for a battle rapper. He's still gonna be extra aggressive with them bars. You get what I'm saying? Drake's more like a pop hip hop guy. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? You can't lie about the boy. He sounds good spitting that shit on them slick ass songs. We can't play with the boy. Sounds slick as a bitch on those pop songs. He sounds like a rapper, or he sounds like a good rapper on the pop songs, but he not a spitter, bro. He ain't ready to get in that octagon. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Kendrick showed you on that diss record. I said, please, Drake, don't respond to that. You know what I'm saying? Please, bro, don't do that to yourself, bro. You damn
yeah,
right you're gonna need to create a big three to go against Shorty, because Shorty coming with it and Shorty rap. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? He rap. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really harmonizing. And he make hits too. So Drake, you
yeah,
got a problem there, bro. Boy make hits too. I'm just sitting here thinking, why you on there sitting on 3 or 3 shots? I'm gonna say, oh yeah. But then he get on that kung fu Kenny shit. You get what I'm saying? That boy
right.
vicious, bro. That boy
Jesus.
Kendrick Lamar ain't to be played, bro. His
No.
bars is out of this world. Drake and them, they can't smoke. So what's going on with my man? I gotta ask you about a couple hours. My guy, Yachty. What's up with Yachty? Is Yachty going more content now?
Uh, I say he going more businessman overall. Like he went and introduced his new sound throughout the past 2 years with a few, singles and stuff. And now he's what I've been saying, he's been focusing on being, running his label. You feel me? Uh what is it? It's not the Sailing Team no more. It's called Concrete Boys now. And he got a big artist named Caribou. She like one of the biggest female artists on the rise right now. Like she dropped a song and that bitch hitting like 100K and like damn near within the same day. Like she going crazy. Like she a big fan favorite. He got a few other artists, some other male artists. They okay, they pretty good, but I feel like he doing pretty good, and don't running it back and restarting his label. Because if you didn't know, he had the Sailors team when he first came out. They had a lot of
Hmm.
his day ones in it, but he said they was getting lazy, and like he's like, I'm not really keep giving you money when you're not working, like you're not working. So he scratched that, focused on his own music, and now he's back and he's on his label, man. He's on his label, man. Type of timing now.
I like Yachty, and I think you're right. I think he's adapting with the time. I
Yeah,
think he'll drop more albums. I think
yeah,
he's Yachty's an unselfish guy. I
yeah.
think I
Right.
don't know him personally. Just like I said, my vlogs about my own personal opinion. I think Yachty's like more like a respectful business, unselfish guy. I
Yeah,
haven't heard nobody come out later on after being with Yachty and say Yachty's selfish. You know what I'm saying? He's a bitch. I don't fuck with him. He don't do right. He brought two houses next to each other to move the crew in. He's an unselfish guy. And a lot of people don't know. I think that's why he's successful. And I think 10 years from now, Yachty and the whole concrete movement will still be successful. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I really do.
yeah. I
I
think so.
really do. So, how do you, all right, a lot of things people been asking. People compare Detroit to Baltimore. The music is totally different, but the movements. There's a lot of independent artists come out there. They come from a tough city. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like airlines, just like Philly. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like DC, Philly, Detroit, Baltimore, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? We kind of like it's just rough places. You know what I'm saying? It's real relatable in those areas. The New Jersey area, we relate to a lot. But
Yeah,
I've been thinking like the DMV as a whole, but just Baltimore in general, I think it relates a lot like uh Detroit. I think our time coming was though like that airway that hit Detroit.
yeah,
A lot of those artists got deals, but a lot of Detroit dudes is eating independently. I see that for the city. Because just to be unbiased, just to study music, it's a lot of kids coming up, in here, in the city. Moose just linked up with Ye.
yeah,
Kanye reposted that. That was huge. You know what I mean? And then he said, he made a post. He tagged, I'm in California with Ye right now. If that is going on, that is huge
yeah,
for him. And I think with his lyrics and his hunger, with a producer and a controversy guy like Ye, get him to that level that he so deserves. You get what I'm saying? Regardless of anything, I'm an older, mature guy, so I see this shit just a little bit different than the younger artists in the city. And I think if you do that, get get a good couple mixtapes and a good couple projects with Kanye, it'll put him on the level. I think the Gangsta Baby and Juicy J was definitely a great combination because of the type of production that Paul and Juicy do. You know what I mean? They got those crunk beats and the type of lyricist that she is. She remind me of that. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Gangsta Baby. They had Gangsta Boo. You get what I'm saying? It might just give them a flashback. It's huge. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's huge for the city.
mhm,
Shorty, he already did. Take, you know what I mean? He already did. Reeking the Menace, you know, she did. You know what I'm saying? This dude's tech, he did. Money Jake been making a lot of moves, right around for the next 2 times, and off the radar, on the radar, radio has been doing a whole DMV thing, grabbing everybody from the DMV,
yeah,
showing them love on a bigger platform.
yeah, yeah,
Definitely getting into the untapped market. I'm proud for that.
yeah.
They definitely locked into that untapped market, making it big sis. So that's a beautiful thing for the culture. It's a beautiful thing for the city. 100%.
Hmm. I agree. I agree because it's showing that we can be legit. Uh, you can see like our image is changing. Like amongst the younger crowd, we was more known for a lot of TikTok stuff. The famous bar where they got the boobaloo. That when he get to start talking in a crazy language, he was known for that. Like people making fun of our accent and stuff as time go on and slowly. it's slowly digressing, and it's like we starting to really get the respect that we deserve. Like artists, like you said, like Tech, everybody like that. That was big, definitely for Moose. That was huge for Moose when I saw that. And then the song that he dropped right when he said he was linking with Ye, in my opinion, that's his biggest song. That's his best song ever. That song that he previewed on Instagram, it didn't even drop yet. But I feel like that's
I
his
feel like he
best
got a
song
lot to
ever.
prove. Shorty
Yeah,
been fishing in this industry. Moose has been fishing in this industry for years now. The battle with the police, you know what I'm saying? The first deal that didn't go right, the situation with Boosie. And now, you know what I'm saying, I don't think he was chasing that happened the way it looked, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Kanye's listening. You know what I mean? That ain't the only, just like Juicy J. Juicy J like the female voices out here.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying? The female voices, and shout out to all the females that rap in Baltimore. The female voices are powerful, and they also stand out. You know what I'm
uh,
saying? Very, very marketable. When you put these
yeah,
girls' voice behind the beat and the mic, they sound rather unique. I see
yeah,
that. But like I said, the front runners are still running front. Scola, your Takes, your Shorties, your Tex, your Money Jakes, Sleepy just did, but he Benjamin Sleepy too, man. I would just like to see more for him and his crew. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
think they got what it take. And my man, OMC Ant, Shorty just dropped the new video, and that shit is deadly. You
yeah,
know what I mean? So it's huge out here, bro.
yeah. I've
It's a
been.
lot out here. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to On the Radar.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean? I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? Me, because a lot of the artists that they getting, I had on my show. You know what I'm saying? I just like to speak up on these artists and introduce the world to a lot of their music because I've been promoting the music hard for the last 6 years on my platform. Getting demonetized for pushing the Baltimore sound. Period. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? I respect the Baltimore and the whole DMV sound. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the DMV, but I respect the whole sound, even down to the content. All shit that's going on. I'm not a. I can't say I'm a fan of every artist and I'm a fan of every DJ or a fan of every content creator, but I'm a fan of content creators. I'm a fan of DJs. I'm a fan of artists. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I don't I can't listen to because some shit just don't fit me. But what I'm saying, overall I'm cheering. What I'm saying, I don't have no hate in my blood for nobody just trying to get to the next level because at the end of the day, you're gonna say one thing that's gonna help me and help everybody that's behind you. You're gonna say I'm from Baltimore. So it leads people to want to know what's the next big thing or who's the next big talent that they should invest in. You get what I'm saying? And I'm kind of glad that it's taking us a little longer than usual, and a lot of people from the city, making an impact, within the United States. You know what I'm saying? Making a strong impact within the states, and it's getting us out there. So that opens up the floodgates for everybody. Because I say, yo, once the tsunami hit the city, everything that's getting swept up is getting swept up. You get what I'm saying? And you know how it is in this business. Shit get dry.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit get dry. Shit definitely get dry. So when you said earlier, I was listening to you. You said you feel like hip hop is dropping. Why you think that?
Uh, I feel like the numbers, like I remember in high school, Lil Uzi Vert. High school was only about 3, 4 years ago. Lil Uzi Vert was dropping, and Dirt was dropping, and all these others were dropping. When they dropped, that first week sales was at least 100K, at least 90, at least 80K. Now record sales is you can see the street. The highest a nigga is selling is like 100K. Now let's see Future sold what I don't know like 150 or something, but artists is not selling how they was just a few years ago. And honestly, it's like the music scene played down and oversaturated and it ain't sounding as good as it was back a few years ago. And my reasoning for that, I feel like a lot of artists is thinking that they is getting too bougie too fast. And what I mean by that is how Kendrick Lamar can take the 5 years, 7 year hiatus. Niggas is coming out in 2022, 2023, thinking they can do that same hiatus, and it doesn't make sense. Why hasn't Roddy Rich been dropping? why hasn't YNW Melly locked up, but we don't get none of his music. A lot of the artists that came out in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, they thinking that they like Michael Jackson before you even make it to Drake level. So how we gonna be able to enjoy music if niggas is being stingy, niggas holding back, and then when they finally do drop like a Roddy Rich, the music is underwhelming. Nobody likes it. It's like it's a problem. I feel like that work ethic that niggas had, like Young Boy, when even going back to when Young Boy and Lil Baby first came out, they was going hard with mixtapes. They was going hard trying to prove that self. Now I feel like nigga can drop one TikTok song, he already proved himself to a lot of fans, or to himself. He dropped one TikTok song. He got 50,000 followers. He deleting all his social media pictures and not posting to 2 months later. It doesn't make sense. And I feel like too many niggas got that mindset, and that's why we where we at with hip hop. We need niggas that's really pushing, that's dropping. Like what the next mixtape done, like a Lil Wayne, like a 50 Cent was, like Future was, like NBA YoungBoy was. Like, where's the next mixtape person? Where's the person that really want to grind, that's really in it for the love of music? It's not a lot of people like that no more. And it's even artists like Playboy Cardi, somebody that I like, and his crew.
Oh man, come
Yeah,
on. That
yeah.
was a great show. I was gonna say that for like I can't like him no more, bro. I tried, bro. I can't deal with that boy. That
Cardi,
Playboy
that
Cardi
nigga.
boy, he different.
He is different. He is. He
That
different,
boy
but
like to wear thugs and stuff, man.
yeah, he different. He different, but that don't take
You
away
seen
from
it?
the
I
music.
seen it. The whole world seen it, bro.
Yeah,
And with
I mean,
everything going
yeah,
on, that's not a good move.
it's not. It's not. I mean, I
And
wouldn't
I
say it's
can't,
not.
man.
I
It's
think
it's
I
getting
don't think
too
it's not. I
what they
wouldn't say
call
that.
it, bro. It's getting too what they call it's like too gentle. You know what I mean? It's too. I don't know how to take that, bro. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I don't know him personally, but I'm saying you can say anything about a man. You can say a man ain't strong, a man broke, bad this and bad that. You know what I mean? But you don't know. You don't know. But when the man and somebody credit get a back shot of a man cross dressing, I don't know what to say, bro. I'm not saying that just because we listen to music of all genres, regardless of what people personal preferences it is. But when you do something like that, man, you make dudes fall back from your music as if they know you, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
yeah,
God damn, bro. It always got to be something, bro. It's
yeah,
on our culture, and that's what bothers me.
yeah. The antics is crazy, but I feel like
It's not just about the artist. It's about, sometimes when you make it as an artist, as a podcaster, as anybody, you still got the color of your skin on you. So it's carrying yourself with some type of morals and principles because you still have a mother, you still have a father, you still have friends and family that represent you when you're not looking. So you gotta represent them the same way, man. God, if that's what you into, bro, pull your pants up and then do your thing in a hotel room with your girl in it. You know what I'm saying? Now you're giving
yeah.
somebody's son or daughter, all these people that look up to you, giving them the wrong thing, bro. Giving them, you putting out bad energy.
All right.
I ain't like that, bro. I can't agree with that bad on no type of level with that. But Cardi, you out of order. Cardi, you out of order, and I can't, I can't get jiggy with that shit no more, man. I can't get jiggy with it, man. But far as like Atlanta, who's coming up in Atlanta? For people that don't know, what some of the underground independent artists really got a buzz in the streets down there.
Uh, uh, Richard Mary, they saying he like the next to blow on the underground. His name Richard Mary. I think he signed the 10K as well though. He's not underground. He's not independent. Laser Dim 700. This nigga, he pretty funny. He coming out. Fuck. Who else they got coming out? They honestly got they got a lot of niggas, but Atlanta not how it was. It's not how it used to be. It's honestly not the mecca of hip hop no more. It's not. It ain't the place where hip hop at. They still got a lot of young artists coming up, but it ain't how it was 2, 3, 4 years ago. It ain't, and honestly ain't. But as far as who's running Atlanta, I'd say 21 Savage and them. They young niggas, baby drill, them niggas, they kind of running Atlanta. Baby drill probably one of the hottest young niggas coming out of Atlanta. He got that like Atlanta drill type of sound. Anti the Menace, another young nigga coming out of Atlanta. NBA YoungBoy just made him his profile picture. Now he kind of remind me of NBA YoungBoy. He got that like up pace kind of flow. I like my man Lil Ty Billy Goat. That's my man. I just shot his video.
Uh
We did
huh.
some good work. We did some good work together. He really talented. Like he a really talented artist. I just told him like I don't know why you don't got you not as big as you should be. He said he just gonna take music more serious. Y'all should definitely check him out. Lil Ty, Billy Goat. Other than that, Atlanta's still pretty good, but it ain't how it used to be. And I think that's exciting because it's like, what's the next city that's gonna have that it factor? Like, what's the next city? Like, we just trying to move on. I feel like. But Atlanta, they like I said, Laser Dem 700, Rich and Mary, Baby Drill, Lil Ty, Billy Goat, Anti the Menace, fucking King Carson, Destroy Lonely. They some of the artists that's coming out of Atlanta that sounded pretty good.
What's some of the content creators you fuck with?
Uh, who I've been messing with? I've been messing with. I've been still on some, a lot of history stuff like Johnny Harris. I like weird history, stuff like that on my history tip. But on regular content creation, I've been turning. It's a lot of like just like messy type YouTubers that's kind of getting. I like Q Reckless. He a Baltimore YouTuber. He been doing the 2010 V1s. He did it with Young Moose. He did it with YG Tech. He
Yeah,
did it with what's her name? Forgot her name. T Savage. She do hair with. He did it with a lot of people. He from Baltimore. I'm
right.
messing with him. Self made black. I ran across his channel. Uh, he from Baltimore too. Young nigga from Baltimore. I like what he doing. Girl, he funny. He's one of the content creators that's kind of like getting us global because he's getting accepted in the like Casanet kind of stage. Uh, I like what Girl He Funny doing a lot. Girl He Funny. It's another young nigga. Who else going crazy? Vontae. I'm Vontae. Vontae been a huge comedian, and from my age group, we look at him like a comedian legend in Baltimore. I'm happy. I'm happy to look at what he doing transition into YouTube. Like he doing good. Like he's doing all it. He's showcasing like it's a shame that this is the first time it's happening, but he's showcasing all the hoods in Baltimore. Like why didn't it been happening? Why is this videos 2 3 years ago show actually like going and talking to the people in these hoods? He actually doing it, and I like what he doing. I watch all the stuff, even if I'm familiar with a neighborhood or not. I'm watching the video because it's like I like what he doing. I like his direction. I like what MP, Casanat, and them doing. They pretty talented. I like of course RAWDOPE, the floaters, DMV floaters is. I like what the they doing. I like what For the Record is doing. On the record, I like what they doing. It's another podcast called Off the Record. I like what they doing.
Yeah, I
It's a
fucks with
lot
it.
of it's a lot of people working out here. I ain't gonna
A lot
lie.
of people grind.
It's a lot of people working. Content, like they saying, content creation is like the next. It's like the next music, honestly. Like as far as like everybody was wanting to be a rapper, now everybody want to do content. Like AD and then was just talking like they probably think that
What platform you felt like paid the way for? Because a lot of those, Vontae been out for a while, but a lot of those podcasters, you know what I'm saying, a lot of those content creators, just last 3 years, I'm giving everybody the benefit of the doubt and getting up on that channel and paving the way. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And it's hard as shit, you know what I'm saying? Because dudes is getting their camera works up. It's a couple college students coming out getting these shit, and I love it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. The like it's like yeah, like we were saying, it's kind of getting oversaturated. Like the podcast game kind of getting oversaturated, so it's a lot of like you think Raw Dope had to been probably the first podcast in definitely in Baltimore, and probably in the DMV. You feel me? To kind of like go
Jay
into
Hill too.
pop. Yeah, J Hill, right. Raw Dope and J Hill probably was definitely the first two people that showed, you feel me, that started it. You feel me? Started giving artists opportunity, started talking about hip hop news and stuff like that. And have a lot of people following, and it's good because that's the same way. Like when it was just G Rock, or back then when it was just our first
Yeah,
artist
it
that
was
was crack.
Scooter.
Yeah, school. You know, you need more. You need. It was them, and now it opened for how many artists we got flushing out now. We got a lot of
Right.
artists now. It's the same thing with the content creation. You need them first people to kick down the door for everybody else to start coming in. And
Hmm.
yeah, so Raw Dope and Jay Hill for sure. They definitely the people who start in Baltimore for sure. Who paved the way for
And there's a couple
for Jay.
people that was, for me, I was doing like Baltimore Real Talk and
Oh yeah, yeah,
88.9. You get what I'm saying? The One Love Store. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely been DTR out.
yeah. DTD, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fandom. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
like
It's been dudes that been working to get this shit, out there, but it's definitely been hard. But as you see the progression of the city, it make you don't want to give up. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
you're like, it's happening now. Take on tour with Nicki. You know what I mean? How big can it get?
right,
Shorty, gold record. Tours can make money way outside of Baltimore.
yeah,
Scholar everywhere. You get what I'm saying? Like, dudes making moves. Those female artists is making moves. T
yeah,
Savage had a feature with BG. A lot of big artists ain't even get a feature with BG yet.
right.
You know what I mean? So we in the building, and I love what's going on, and also like I love what's going on in the DMV. Shout out to all the artists out DC. DC got some artists that go crazy that dudes is forgetting about. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
A lot of
yeah,
artists
yeah.
are threats, E Class, No Savage, Killer KRG.
Yeah,
It's a
Zion
it's it's,
man.
it's a
They got a lot of
so
people.
Young Jose. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas that you know what I'm saying. So I look at it like if Baltimore niggas getting a light on because they doing that on the radar and they saying it's a DC, it's a DMV special. So they putting a lot of artists from the DMV. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And one of my things that I'm campaigning real big for is like trying to tell dudes like just focus, on the area and not just base yourself just a DC artist or just base yourself as a Maryland artist or just base yourself as a Virginia artist. Just base yourself as represent where you from, but just know the whole DMV is our back door. You get what I'm saying? I call it we all cousins. So I feel like everybody should use the DMV to their advantage and make it make sense. You get what
right,
I'm saying? And it won't be hard to go, it won't be hard for records to break. Like
right,
you said, dudes will be doing 100K before the record even get out the DMV. 100K downloads, 300,000 because we can do that out here. So then people like, damn, Surgery Clinton shit already got 300K, and they looking at it like, damn, these niggas. You get what I'm saying? Because that's how you get put on a lot of music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Artists be the shit in their spots before they get to us. And you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of artists that's in the front runners, at least 20 artists and not even just counting Baltimore's at least 20 good, strong artists that can represent the whole DMV and kick that fucking door in and get that bag running through Baltimore, all through Maryland, running through, DC. So it's more of us owning homes in Montgomery County and Potomac and shit. Yeah, hell yeah. E-Class, my man. He way good on the podcast. I can't wait to his on the radar drop. Yeah, he my man, y'all. I love his story. Yo, man, Shorty was locked up for years ago. That's a friend of mine. That's a friend of mine. So what's next for you, Spaz?
I'm just working. I'm doing a lot of film stuff. Like I'm starting to take my cinematography classes and really get serious into just learning the essence of just filmmaking, because filmmaking and video recording or filmmaking and video is different. So I'm working on a short film called Void. I can't really tell you too much about what it's about, but two guys from my school, they created it. I'm coming in and playing my part in the film. It's going to be a really good, interesting film. All student made. We starting to shoot that April 12th. You can look that up on Instagram. I think it's Void Movie, so VOID movie or VOID film. That's going to be coming out in a few months. So we working on that. I'm just writing, screenwriting, for shows and ideas that I want to do, while I'm still trying to do keep my hand in journalism, keep doing like artists, videos on artists. But I also want to do something big. I want to do like a magazine, kind of like a digital magazine for like Baltimore. For Baltimore, like I want to be like four different parts. I want to start with like a Baltimore, cause like y'all was talking about, there ain't no, it's not really a sound in Baltimore. I want to kind of like not make a sound, but I want to just list all our artists and kind of like play some of their best songs to me and put it on kind of like a magazine, kind of do some journalism, write a quick, intro about who they are, let you play that music, just a way that Baltimore music could be, shared and looked at a lot. So I'm doing a lot, but I'm honestly focusing on filmmaking right now, but I'm still got my hands in journalism, hip hop journalism. I dropped a social justice documentary a few months ago about homeless college students and students getting no housing. And honestly, this the end of spring semester. We honestly coming up with them issues again. Clark and Atlanta, they just opened the housing portal for us. We go in and they're saying there's no housing already. They saying it's just a lot of BS already. So I feel like I want to reshare my documentary and get that pushed out a little more, because that's a major topic. That's a major topic. People not getting housing. So I feel like you should go to my channel and watch that. It's a short documentary, not too long, but it could just educate you about, sending your kids to HBCUs and the colleges, period. And the housing and just the different struggles that college students have to go through. I listed a lot of that in my documentary, and I'm just trying to put out more work, just all types of work, honestly.
Yeah, man, it's tough, man. If y'all looking at this, man, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, and go over to his channel and check out those documentaries. There's a few good documentaries out there, and like you said, it's a struggle, and you can't just say all college students. It's really a struggle for mostly HBCU schools. So big schools like NC State, Purdue, Colorado, their kids, ain't got to worry about that. Ain't no way, because the parents ain't paying Yale, Harvard, those schools ain't got to worry about that. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And HBCU lack money, to have kids living on campus costs the school to have employees there. You know what I'm saying? So they
yeah,
trying to take the cheapest way out, and which is messed up because kids are trying to, finish school and do what they gotta do. Everybody don't want to be in college 7 years. Everybody
right,
don't want to be in there 5 years. Give me everything the program has to offer for the 4 years I'm here. I'm gonna take advantage of that. I'm gonna move forward and get up out of here when it's time for me to go. So
right.
I want that documentary. Like I said, you might gotta take some clips from that documentary and put it out more to draw people to really see that and to give it a wildfire. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I agree. My professor, Dr. Yates, he my man. He got a lot of experience in the industry. He been telling me to just apply for more, student and underground film competitions and get it out, because he said he liked my work. He like, you got a lot of potential and you doing a lot of good things. And it's not only, I don't even think it's the fact that HBCUs don't get enough money, because a lot of HBCUs, like my HBCU, we get a lot of money. Like we get millions donated to us every year. It's about how are y'all allocating your funds. Like we was talking about sports. Why aren't our sports as big as Duke and Kentucky? Because they're not putting the amount of money into our sport department, into our media department, for us to be as big as a school like that.
And so what are they putting the money into?
I don't know. That's what everybody's looking for. Where's the money going to? You getting all these millions of dollars in donations. You feel me? And you getting 40,000 a year tuition each student. Where's the money going to? And every year you just continuously accepting more and more students when you don't have nowhere to house these students. So that's leaving juniors and seniors like checking the housing portal and there's no housing. What? I got one more year left. What you mean there's no housing? Let me get my year out the way. Why are you playing games? Like, I don't understand. But they rather solidify housing for freshmen and incoming transfer students because this that first time. You want it to look good. This is your freshman year, your first year, you gotta have housing or you gone. Whether a junior or senior might think twice about leaving because it's like I took my whole college career here. How would I feel to go somewhere else? Like me, I'm a film student. I don't even know no other HBCUs that offer film, and I like the HBCU experience. So it's like, yeah, I'm inconveniencing myself because y'all inconveniencing me. It's just a whole BS process that really needs to be fixed ASAP. I'm pushing for that. I'm gonna keep spreading the documentary and stuff like that because it's getting out of hand.
Even after you graduate, you still going to do a trilogy on it.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was, yeah, I'm always pushed. I don't feel like I ever want to hide that. Like, or ever want to sugarcoat it. Like Clark Atlanta was perfect because it's not. And if you tell people it's perfect, they gonna go to college and school, any school that they choose, and think that it's supposed to be easy and perfect. It's not. Because I was thinking about, well, maybe should I transfer sophomore year? Should I transfer junior year? But it's like, why transfer? I'm gonna go with somewhere else that had problems there, and then what I'm gonna do? Transfer again? Like, what is wrong with them? I'm gonna just keep transferring until I find a perfect situation that's never going to work like that. So I'm sticking with my team, but I'm going to still call them out. Like, y'all got some fixing to do. Y'all got some fixing to do. It just don't make sense. Like, why isn't housing solidified? It don't make sense. People trying to get into school and get out. They playing games. They want that money, and y'all getting a lot of money. Like the Charleston White situation. How much money is it? Is going to be enough? Like, man, I don't know. This is crazy, but that's definitely something that needs to be fixed. Something I'm still advocate for, even after I leave.
I like that. But if you spent years in the HBCU, I understand you want to graduate, but if you had to transfer to a bigger school because they offer a bigger films program and housing, would you take that step, or you just really want to just walk across the clock stage?
Uh, I honestly don't got a thought of that. Like I was doing research and Clark is really good. A lot of people ain't know for film. It produced a lot of film students. Like I tell people every chance I get, Spike Lee took his film classes at Clark Atlanta because Morehouse don't have a film department. So he took all his classes at Clark, which I went and I took a class at Morehouse. I took social justice journalism at Morehouse. So they go hand in hand. If you go to Clark or Morehouse or Spelman, you can take classes at each university. So yeah, so he took his classes. We got a lot of actors on the CW. If you ever watch All American, we got some big actors. It's a lot of big names and faces coming out of not even just the actors or the film directors coming out of journalism, hip hop journalism. We got, if I check my LinkedIn, I got like 20 people working at BET that graduated from Clark. It's like, it's serious. We in a lot of doors. So I feel like when we in the right doors, as opposed to you going to the University of Maryland, you studying film, and they put you around so many white people and people that really don't give a fuck
Now I'm
about
talking
you.
about like the big schools, like in California,
Yeah, Cal,
Vegas,
Berkeley, and
or
stuff
like New
like that.
York.
But that's I feel like that's a lot of a clock is pretty a lot of money, but it's a lot of money. And no, honestly, I like the style that's being taught at Clark just because, like I said, it's showing you how to navigate. It's showing you how to navigate in the world as a filmmaker while being black. And one thing that stood out to me when I was in school was somebody said, you black, so you're gonna live your whole life as a minority. Why not take these 4 years of college and be the majority? Because you're never gonna be the feeling of being the majority ever in life because you're black. Everywhere you go, you're gonna be a minority unless you go to Africa. But in the United States, you're always going to be a minority. Why not go to HBCU because that gives you that family experience. The only chance you ever going to feel to be a majority, to feel regular, to feel normal, and I accept that feeling. So I like it, and I think that is true. So I'm like I'm gonna stay down, and then a lot of guest speakers come and talk to us, and I feel like it's the right place for me, honestly.
Hmm. Shit, that sounds like a good thing to me. You know what I mean? If that's where you feel comfortable at, and that's where you're getting your education at, Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Because it would be a hard fix to go somewhere after adapting somewhere for a while. But you know what I mean? That's how it don't. You never know which way life gonna take you. But
Yeah, that's a
it
fact.
makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
That's a
girl,
fact.
I feel like when you say that with being the disadvantaged minority and being the minority, I think it's more of salary because you got people that made millions of dollars who don't got that education, and then you got people that made millions of dollars that got that education. You got people that didn't make no money who got education is something and then moved on to something else and they just pay that off. I just say no matter what you do and how you do it, it's all in your grind. If you get the education, the number one thing in life, you can't be successful without education. So no matter how you educate yourself, you gotta educate yourself because without education, you can't create opportunity because you don't know what you're doing to create an opportunity. And with education comes opportunity, and with opportunity comes financial stability, comes success, comes everything after that. So in whatever way a man or a woman educate themselves, you just gotta know what you're doing and believe because education is a big part of it. But after you get the education, you can't be, you got people that's smart as fuck and still running in place. You gotta be educated and also have the drive and the ambition to go across the finish line, and that's a good thing, bro.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I'm like I said, me, I'm always cheering for the independent guy. I'm always cheering for the guy that could jump off the boat and say, I could do this myself. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He said, my little brother went to Temple for film production 4 years and got his degree. He should be finishing school to be a right lawyer. That's alhamdulillah. You get
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So I say, like I said, get your education and do what you gotta do. And don't waste your time doing shit that you don't want to do.
exactly.
That's just my big thing. I
Yeah,
don't pay no $160 to go to nobody's school and then get out here 5 years later. That's not what you're doing. That ain't what you into. And shit change. But if you took that 4 years to perfect what you want to do, and then when you get out, the next 10 years working on that path, it's gonna make you very, very wealthy because you
exactly,
educated yourself, and now you're creating opportunities for yourself, and now you just gotta learn how to deal with the money that you're gonna generate for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
And
exactly.
that's how I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And to your point of uh, a lot of people say like it's a certain percentage of people that go and don't, pursue what they study. And I kind of was thinking about that, and that's true. And me being a student, and it's coming up on my fourth year, and me looking around and analyzing everybody, I could see why that percentage is true and why it's so high. Because a lot of people, like you said, is in stuff that they don't really care about, that their parents want them in, that they don't know nothing about, that they think that they want to be in. And a lot of people are not applying that stuff while they in college. I'm looking around at people that we in the same class. They don't know nothing. My teacher literally got to make the class. My professor literally has to make the class like work in groups because certain students can't hold their own. I'm literally in an argument with my professor, like, why are you making us be in groups and why are you letting the people pick groups? She's telling me it's my class. I want to run it how I want to run it. I'm like, I understand, man, but don't you think in a on a professional setting, it would be more professional for you to pick the groups or for us to work alone? Because in a professional setting, in a real job, you're not able to pick who you work with. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna make you work with who they want you to work with. So I'm trying to. She like, no, let's let me. She's basically being. I feel like she's being easy on the students, because a lot of them don't know how to edit. They don't know how to do sound design. They don't know anything about lighting. They don't know anything about nothing but posting on TikTok. Because Clark is a 75%, 80% women, 20% male. So it's a lot of women in all my classes, my whole school. So I feel like she's trying to be soft on the women, and a lot of women, they want to be TikTok influencers. So you in college and studying mass media because you want to be a TikTok influencer. Of course, that might not work, and you might be selling hair or doing hair in 5 years. Or for a nigga standpoint, you might be fixing cars in 5 years because the mass media ain't work because you didn't apply yourself to build up a reputable portfolio and resume when you got out. So no job really cared to have you. Because now you graduate in college, now you want to start building your portfolio. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. They tell you from the jump, college and this education is not going to take you all the way to the finish line. You got to apply yourself. You have to really do the work. And it's like, you feel good when you do the work. When you not, when you feel like you held back and you don't got nothing out and you just waiting to graduate, it's a horrible feeling because you got so much uncertainty about your future and so much money that you spending and there's so much like time that you wasting because you could be working and saving these past 4 years. So much time that you wasting. You like, yo, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? As long as you putting the work in and solidifying yourself before you start, because everything matters. Even the BS projects that you were dropping in freshman year to the professional projects you drop in junior, senior year, it all matters in the portfolio because the job gonna look at it and they like, yo, this kid went from this to this in 4 years. Just imagine what he gonna do in 4 years with our company. He gonna expand. He gonna expand our company. He can expand himself. So it's like I understand that ratio. That's definitely true. And I understand that ratio because a lot of people just don't apply that self. Like it was this girl in the class, like she kept it 100. She told the teacher, she like, I don't even really want to be here. She had the whole army, like army suit on. She like, I'm in the army. I'm just here so they can pay for my I'm just here because they paying for my tuition, so my parents want me to go. Like she don't care. She just picked the major. She just went on the thing, picked a random major, and she's just in school for the fun of it. And that be the 75% of people who don't make it in the field that they study because they really don't care. So I just try my hardest just to be in that 25% of the people that's that's working and going to continue in the field that they studying because it's the you can scope it out and see, okay, he's one of them ones. He's going to be serious in the field. Like my man Minram, I forgot his name. He got a foreign name, but I know his first name Minra. He's working on the sports department. He's kind of changing Clark's sports department. He's making the sports department look pretty clean and stuff like that. Um, girl Kalani, she's doing a lot of stuff as far as music and creative direction. Uh, my man Zay Visuals, he was my roommate last year. He's serious on the camera. Crib Shots, that's my cousin Omar. He's from Baltimore. He's a serious photographer. Like he's one of the best in Atlanta and Baltimore. Uh, my brand Third World. We doing big things. It's a lot of like people at Clark, and what I've been noticing, it's a lot of DMV and particularly like Baltimore people that's coming to Clark and like Spelman and Morehouse. It's like inspiring, like to see. It's like so many. Like almost every day I go on campus, somebody's dripping head to toe with Under Armour. Somebody got that accent. Like we was just we at a little venue, a party or whatever, and the nigga he live streaming like Casanet. He got some fans and all that. Kind of find out he from PG County, but he's still like he's still talking that dummy shit. Be like, yo, bro, we from Baltimore. He like, for real. He put the camera on us. I'm like, yo, niggas is really working. And I feel like them the niggas, they in the 25%. They the people that's gonna be here after college, and everybody else they non-factors. I feel like.
Man,
Cause we fine.
that's a hell of an input, and that's what makes sense because I tell people, I know, some things and some obstacles I face as a human. I always told myself, well, I was taught by you know, some smart individuals later on in life when I was a kid that hey, life is all about choices. As long as you can go to sleep at night with the choices you make, that's good. But just have the three basics in your head: education, opportunity, financial stability. If you can make that work in your little brain and you feel as though you happy, that's all that counts. But don't
Yeah,
don't get caught up
yeah,
and shit you don't want to do and cry and complain the rest of your fucking life. Cause ain't
right.
nobody trying to hear that shit.
Yeah,
If a dude like spit shining shoes He could pay his rent and pay his car note and live his life, and he happy doing that. And to me, that's a winner. A winner is a person doing what they love and they educating themselves on something they love, taking their natural talent, educating themselves every way they can, creating an opportunity for themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. I respect independent artists. I respect independent content creators. I respect the whole independent game because you gotta be independent before you get picked up. And when you get picked up with that independent attitude and that independent family atmosphere attitude, you know what I'm saying? You gonna make it, bro. I don't know one man that made it to the top by himself. I never, you know what I'm saying? I used to get into it with dudes. I remember I had a homeboy years ago and he dropped tears out his eyes because for weeks, that's when I was about 21, 22. For weeks, he had been saying he doesn't care. And it was bothering me for about, he been saying this for about 2 months. And one day, man, I couldn't take it no more. And I had to break down to him all the shit that he should care about. And he started crying. Because I said, yo, you want I'm talking about you don't care. Well, let me tell you, it was a little bit more aggressive approach. Let me tell you what you do care about. Bro, you feeling that way because you mad about the mistake you made or a decisions you made, bro. You gotta get over that shit, bro. Now you done made this decision and did this to yourself and you faulting everybody and you mad. It's starting your mind starting to play tricks on you, bro. You starting to say you don't care and this and that. If you don't care, put a pistol in your hand and go rob the bank. Because a man that don't care gonna do what he got to do. I mean, you can't keep bullshitting me, man. Like, come on, bro. I don't got time for that. Every day you telling me you don't care, but you haven't committed an act of a person that doesn't care. You living your life like a person that care. Why keep telling me you don't care and you don't give a F and all that? Man, you care if you catch AIDS. You care if somebody blow your head off. You care if somebody rob your mother. You care if somebody rape your little sister. You care if you go to jail, right? So, man, why you keep acting like you don't care? Like niggas that don't care is showing they don't care. They on the news. They in the graveyard. They in the penitentiary, bro. Stay out here doing something to show the world that they don't care and they hit it for dude. All you got to do is find that circle and go be headed for dude. But leave people alone that ain't headed for doom. And that's what it is with dreams, bro. In this business, in this entertainment business, people shoot your dreams down. People want to tell you how to have your hair, how to wear your clothes, but nobody never just reward you for being you. I'm a big person and I just give people their props for being you, bro. If you want to be a piece of shit and be on the couch, you still my man. I just can't hang with you on the couch every day. You know what I'm saying, bro? You want to hustle and you want to do that. At a point, I did that. I can't do that. So we ain't going to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go carry a pistol on you and kill every day, boy, ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's your thing, you know what I'm saying? You know something wrong with it, but I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with you doing it. That's what you want to do. I'm not in it. So I'm saying, man out here living his life doing what he got to do. So I'm not mad at him. You get what I'm saying? That's what I come to grow to be. You know what I'm saying? You got to give less attention to you got to give more attention to people that care and stay away from people that got that mentality that they don't give a fuck and life don't mean nothing to them. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody that's complaining every day, and we all got 24 hours a day. Everybody that's giving up on everything and playing little dumb games. I don't got time for that, and I've been like that since a kid. You get what I'm saying? I've been like that since a kid because, every time I got arrested or something, bro, it broke me down. I was hurt about it. I didn't want to get captured, but it wasn't the end of the world to me. You get what I'm saying? What's the end of the world? Like, yo, you get caught. You supposed to be hurt that you get caught. You know what I'm saying? You play cops and robbers as a kid. You mad they catch you. You know what I mean? You playing catch one, hide and go seek. You mad because you got caught. You're the object of the game is hide and go seek. You're not supposed to get caught. But you're not about to hang yourself because you got caught. You just a little disappointed you got caught. You laugh it off, drop your tear and keep moving, bro. So like I said, man, I'm glad that you doing the documentary and you doing the work that you doing because I respect it. And the most important thing in life, you always once you know those three rules, the most important thing in life is, bro, you have to live life and do what you gotta do. Because at the end of the day, you don't know which way it's gonna go. So if you spend your life having fun, you know what I mean, getting your money, you get what I'm saying, living with the woman of your dreams. I don't care if your car is a Barrett LaCrosse or a Pinto or a Bentley. If that's the car that you wanted, you won. If you living in a crib you want to live in, you won. You know what I'm saying? Long as you enjoying your life, yo, because no matter what we do at night, and I tell you this all the time, no matter what we do as humans, bro, you got to live in that. You get what I'm saying? Like I told you, yo, you could lie to me or you could lie to God. You could do whatever you want to do, but you gotta live with that. You get what I'm saying? Nobody else have to live that. And that's what I tell all the little homies, and that's what I that was taught to me. You could bullshit everybody but yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because it fall backs on you. You know what I'm saying? If I say, yo, I got this amount of money, and then when it come time me to show that I got that amount of money, I don't got it. Who's embarrassed? You know what I'm saying? Nobody else embarrassing. I just embarrass myself. And that's just how I feel, bro. And like I said, I'm proud of all the young kids that go to HBCU or any big college that took the 4 years out their life to get their education, to be a part of that society that is so hard to get in. But we also understand as older individuals, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, we are minority. And the work is always 5 times more than somebody of a, you know what I'm saying, of another culture. You get what I'm saying? But the good thing that I stand behind is hard, but it's fair. You know, that's my saying. It's hard, but it's fair. Execution, no excuses. Work hard for it. Push it to the limit. That's the only thing we can do. But man, I definitely appreciate you for tapping in, Spaz. And we got to do these link ups with Third World and the Raw Dope channel more, and tap in with content, man. So maybe like Wednesday we could tap back in and have, the hottest topics going on. But hey, listen, man, everybody that's tapped in, make sure y'all go over to Third World, follow this channel, check out the content, man. Let's go viral, man. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. Rod dope.